Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 healthy habits that will improve your life in the new year. I love doing videos like this because I feel like I'm consistently reflecting on my life. So with that being said, take what you love, leave what you don't, and let's get into this video. Number 1, strengthening your journal practice. Whether you're using a 5-minute journal or a morning devotional, strengthening your journal practice will help you self-reflect more often. And this is important because self-reflection is the process of examining your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors to gain insight and to promote personal growth. So whenever you are strengthening your journal practice, that means you are reflecting more often, and that means you are experiencing more growth in your life. When you are pulling away from your journaling practices, you are subconsciously pulling away from your goals. Imagine how far you will get when you are literally writing down what you want every single day. When you are writing out your goals, the vision never fades. I need you to strengthen your journal practice in 2025, however that looks like for you. One thing that I am working towards is journaling more consistently in the new year. Number 2, ground yourself in the morning. When you are grounding yourself, you are setting little habits that are going to set the tone for your day. This is so important to me, especially as we move into the colder and darker months, because it's so easy to just not feel as motivated as we do during the spring and the summer. So grounding yourself in the morning can help set a more calm and focused tone for the day by reducing your stress, centering your mind, improving your mood, and you're more likely to make better decisions as the day goes on. It quite literally strengthens your decision-making skills. What I do every single morning is I set positive cues to help lead me in the right direction. And we should all know what a cue is, okay? Say it with me if you remember. A cue is an event that triggers a habit. It serves as a signal to begin. So whenever you are setting positive cues within your morning, it is sending a signal to your brain that you're going to have a great day, you're going to have a productive day, you're going to set healthy habits, and you're going to stick to them throughout the day until the day ends. However, whenever you send a signal to your brain that it's going to be a chill day, or you start the day not as productive, it sends a signal to your brain that you're having a chill day. And having chill days aren't bad. Do not get me wrong. However, whenever I am wanting to be productive, I have to set the tone for a productive day at the start of the day. And whenever I'm trying or wanting to have a chill day, I have to set the tone for the day at the beginning of the day, because my brain is just going to flip a switch and it's going to follow through with the habits that I set as soon as I open my eyes. So with that being said, I think it's very important to make sure that you are setting positive cues within your life daily, whatever that looks like for you and your personal life. Number 3, you need to have an at-home workout plan, because as the days get colder and darker, it's going to be harder for you to want to leave your house. We all might have the purest intentions when it comes to this journey. I just think it's important to have an alternative, because that is the best way to remain consistent. I was recently sent an indoor bike by Yesoul, and I want to thank them for sponsoring this portion of the video. They sent me their G1M Max bike. I was a spin instructor for a short period of time. My day ones know this, and I used to be obsessed with spin. Having an indoor bike has been so fun for me because I'm able to get my workout in at home. Some of the coolest capabilities of this bike is that it has multimedia casting capabilities. It offers free and unlimited streaming, so you can watch your favorite movies, TV shows, listen to music. It also has full high definition screen resolution, enhanced 360-degree sound quality from 4 speakers and 2 subwoofers. When I used to go to spin, I would have instructors that played really good music, and all I wanted to do was sing my heart out, but that's not really acceptable. I mean, it depends on the studio, but it's not really the coolest thing to sing while at spin. So when I'm at home on this bike, I am able to just sing my heart out, and I love it. So there's also a Yesoul app that you can pair with your bike, and it has free classes and rides. The app that makes it easy to track your progress, set goals, and follow along with the workouts with ease. If you've been wanting, let's say like a Peloton, but you don't want to spend the money, this bike is actually $2,000 cheaper than the Peloton. And with my code, which is Janet.10, you can get an additional $100 off. So right here we have our speakers. I plug it in over here on the wall. You are able to adjust the bike up and inwards as well. It has pedals and you're able to adjust them right here. You have a resistance knob and you're able to add resistance onto your bike here or take away resistance, so it makes your workout harder or easier. You're also able to adjust the handlebars as well, pull them up or down. And then we have our screen. You're able to turn it this way or this way. If you need help staying consistent with your fitness goals this winter, then I highly recommend Yesoul's G1M Max Indoor Bike. All right, guys, number 4, track your progress. Whether it's during a fitness journey or you're starting a side hustle, tracking your progress is going to give you insight on information and things that you need to change throughout your journey. And you are staying locked in when you are tracking your progress. It's very similar to when I was talking about at the beginning of this video when we were talking about journaling, okay? It helps you reflect, it helps you view whether you need to improve in certain areas or not. And it just helps you stay focused. So during my fitness journey, I'm consistently tracking my progress by taking progress photos, because when I'm looking at my body every day, I don't see changes. But whenever I have an album of pictures, I'm able to compare what my body looks like, especially if I'm trying to, like, let's say lose fat and gain muscle. Tracking my progress in that way is so important. When it comes to starting a side hustle, a business, whatever it is, 9 times out of 10, there's a back system that you can tap into to check your analytics, track your progress, and see what you can do to be better. Okay, we can't just keep throwing things at the wall and hoping things stick. Okay, we actually have to put the science behind building our lives and being better and changing our lives. So track your progress. Okay, that is the only way these things, these systems are going to work out for you. Number 5, be repetitive with your meals. Do not be afraid to eat the same things in rotation often. You don't need to change things up, okay? Do what works for you, eat what you enjoy, and stick to it. Make the things that sound good to you and that help you stay consistent, okay? On my channel, I am consistently doing the same thing. I am a creature of habit, but I have gotten where I am today because I am a creature of habit, because I'm staying consistent and I'm eating things that I like, but that are also healthy and that help me stay on track. And that's what you need to do as well. So if you have 3 meals that you make in rotation weekly, then stick to those 3 meals. There's no reason to overcomplicate your journey. That's why so many people meal prep. I think meal prep is amazing. That's why so many people have meal delivery services. All of these things are amazing because it just helps you stay consistent and it just makes your journey mindless. And that is the most important thing, is for it to be mindless, for it not to be complicated. Nothing is easy, but there are hacks to making things feel easy, and this is one of them. I used to get comments all the time saying things like, you're not tired of the same old, you're not tired of those meals, like I get tired of those things. Yes, sometimes I do get tired of it, and that's why I have things in rotation. That's why I have different options. But for the most part, when I get tired of something, I'll take a step back from it, tap into something else, but I always find my way back to the beginning, because I never have to worry about going back to the basics, because I already know what the results are going to be because I've already been there. So number 6, making sure that you are waking up and going to bed at a consistent time in 2025. Now, this does not mean you need to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every single day, but this means that you should be waking up and going to bed at a consistent time, as consistent as can be. Because I know there's a lot of people who work nights and who have maybe an unconventional work schedule, but trying to be as consistent as you can be with your sleep schedule is going to benefit your body in the long run, because our bodies run off of vibes, okay? Basically the circadian rhythm, which is your internal time tracking system. This is your body's way of knowing when it needs to release certain hormones, and this is how it works with your hunger cues. Your sleep in general affects your performance, not only at work, but at the gym and in your real life. I notice the biggest difference in my performance at the gym when I am getting a proper amount of sleep. When I am not getting a proper amount of sleep, my performance in the gym is crap, okay? So make sure that you are getting a proper amount of rest every single night, just regulating your rest any way that you can. Number 7, okay, this is a big one. I need you to make sure you are setting boundaries at your job in 2025. This is something that I used to struggle with so much because I literally thought that being the hardest worker meant that I was the best worker. That is not always the case. Sometimes it is okay to literally do the bare minimum at your job, show up as your best self, and do what you need to do. This doesn't mean be lazy and slack off, but you do not need to be an overachiever every single day. If you are neglecting yourself in the process of being a great employee, especially if you're not making that much, then you need to reconsider some things in 2025. I promise you, when you start setting boundaries at work and start taking care of yourself, going and working out, whether it's before or after work, shutting the laptop closed at the time you're supposed to shut the laptop closed, not taking calls in the evening, not putting out fires while you're having dinner with your family, you will start to see yourself glowing in a different way. You will quite literally glow up. I do think that it is extremely toxic not to have boundaries between your personal life and your work life. It will start to weigh on you mentally and physically. Trust me, I have been there, okay? As a former teacher, a former cheer coach, the last 2 years I was at the district I worked at, I started setting such strong boundaries, and that time I was in the best shape of my life physically and mentally because I was not merging my work life and my personal life. Even if that meant people were angry at me, okay? Because guess what, guys? The only people who get angry, the boundaries that you set, are the ones that you set them for. I noticed a big increase in my mental health once I started to set more boundaries at my job. This is like a big one. This honestly should be higher on the list, because whenever you're in your early 20s and you go into the workforce, you want to show up as this perfect person. As you get older, you start to realize that that is absolutely not necessary. Stop being an overachiever, set boundaries, and make sure you are taking care of yourself this year in 2025. So number 8, remove any negative triggers in your life. So if you're going on a journey, let's say a weight loss journey or a weight gain journey, your environment is going to play the biggest role in your success in this journey. So if your environment does not reflect who you're trying to be, then you are not going to get where you want to go. So it's really important that you remove any negative triggers in your life and any negative things that are possibly holding you back in this journey. If you're trying to go on a weight gain journey and you have literally no food in your fridge or your pantry, you don't have any protein, you don't have an adequate amount of carbs, you're not doing anything to help your body gain weight, then you have a whole bunch of negative triggers surrounding you, and you need to remove that. I know it doesn't make sense when I say like remove negative triggers when there's like literally nothing there, but you're picking up what I'm putting down. So remove the negative triggers. So you should go to the grocery store and make sure you always have protein in your fridge. You want to make sure that you're fueling your body in the best way, and you want to set yourself up for success. Same thing for people who are trying to lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight and you have junk food in your pantry, fridge, it is going to be really hard for you to stick to these values, because the minute you get hungry, you're gonna go into your fridge or go into your pantry and grab the best looking thing. And 9 times out of 10, the best looking thing is always going to be a little treat. For the short period of time you're on your weight loss journey, make sure you just clear your house of all of the negative triggers that are going to consume your brain, your mind, and pull you further away from your goals. Same thing with trying to get up and be more productive as early as possible. Some of us have a tendency of being on our phones for way too long. The minute we go to bed, the moment we wake up in the morning, we're on our phones. So something that can help you not be on your phone is placing your phone across the room or leaving it in your bathroom while you go to bed. So the first thing you do in the morning is get to work. So moving forward, starting now, remove the negative triggers in your life. So number 9, in 2025, we're going to be planning more efficiently. We are no longer leading with chaos in the new year. Yes, I can be successful while going with the flow, but it's not great in the long run. It's never good in the long run. I always start feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, and it's not a vibe. We're gonna be planning more efficiently in 2025, whatever that looks like for you. So for me recently, I just purchased a new planner, which I'm so excited about putting all my stuff in my planner and just being a lot more organized on paper. And whenever you are writing things out physically, it helps you paint a picture of how the week, the month is going to look for you. So we're no longer leading with chaos. Like I said before, planning is so efficient, especially if you have a huge family, if you have kids who are in school while working a full-time job. Planning is going to help you feel less chaotic in your everyday life. Just plan out your week, okay? Even if it's just a rough plan. Put any dinner plans that you may have, set all of your workouts in place, when you're working out, whether you're working out before or after work. If you have a side hustle, when are you working on your side hustle? If you're a content creator while working a full-time job, when are you gonna be working on content creation outside of your job? Just setting a plan in place, it's going to help you feel a lot more organized in the new year. Last but not least, I need you to get out of your head. Okay, this is something that I have an issue with as well. You are holding yourself back from your fullest potential by consistently being stuck up here in your head, caring too much about what people think, caring too much about being perfect with all the things that you want to pursue, caring too much instead of just taking action. We simply just need to take action in 2025 and figure the rest out as we go, because it makes no sense to sit and overanalyze and overthink and think of the worst case scenarios and think about what could possibly go wrong when it's not even happening. Putting ourselves through stress before the stress can even happen, before the stress doesn't happen, right? Because 9 times out of 10, stressful things don't even happen, but we psych ourselves out before we even pursue the things that we want to pursue. So get out of your head in 2025. No one cares more than you. And I think it's very, very important to remember that. No one is thinking, oh, she thinks she's gonna be a millionaire. She thinks she's this, she thinks she's that. No one is thinking that. No one is thinking about you more than you. And if people are talking about you, that means you're doing something right, to be completely honest. That means you're doing something right. You sparked some controversy in their life and they might be inspired. They might be a fan. Get out of your head in the new year. Pursue the things that you want to pursue. Try new things. Do not be afraid to fail and just get out there. I'm trying so many new things in the new year, which I'll be sharing on my channel with you guys. I'm just trying to get out of my comfort zone because I'm so tired of being an overthinker. At one point in my life, I loved playing it safe because it just felt comforting to me, but I'm just so tired of being in my head. It can be great in the sense that I'm super empathetic and I'm consistently reflecting on my life and I'm consistently working towards doing better. However, all of this tends to lead to me then overthinking and just trying to be perfect in everything that I do, and it's not a good vibe. And I'm not going into 2025 with those vibes, and you shouldn't either. I hope you take some of these healthy habits with you into 2025, or who knows, even start them now maybe, whenever you're watching this video. I just know it's gonna be a great year for us all. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye.